let's say you drink a beverage with 120 milligrams of caffeine. Each hour, sorry, I didn't capitalize that, that's going to bug me. Each hour, the amount, and I misspelled amount, of caffeine in your system decreases by about 12%. How many milligrams of caffeine is in your system after 2 hours? Well, let's go to the home screen and let's put this equation in. All right, let's go to graphs and let's look at it again. And we started with 120 milligrams, so that's going to be our y-intercept. All right, and we are going to figure out, let's figure out what our rate is. Okay, so we is decreasing about 12%. So decreasing about 12%. So if I started with 100% and I decrease it by 12%, I'm going to end up with 88. So since this is 88%, then I'm gonna move the decimal point over 2 places, and I'm gonna use it as actually I think I do have the percent. No, I don't. I thought I had it here. I don't. I guess I don't. I thought I had it. Anyway, this is 88%. So let me escape this. All right. So so our equation is going to be this. Let's get back to where we were. Our equation, we started with 120 termites. We're going to decrease them by 12%, which means my rate is a rate of decrease at 8%. That's less than 100%. And we're going to do that over several days, or several hours actually. Am I talking about termites? No, I'm talking about caffeine that decreases in your body at 12% each hour. So X is going to be the number of hours, and we press enter. Okay. Again, we don't see our graph. Do you know why? How much caffeine did we start off with? 120. So right now, the most we can show is 6. So just so that I have room to show everything, I'm going to make sure that I'm just going to take it up to about 150 because we're decreasing. So that should be 150 should be plenty. And how many hours are there in a day? All right, I'm going to take 10 down to up to 24 hours because X is a number of hours. So we change our X max to 24, and we change our initial Y max to 150 so we can see the graph. So here's the whole graph. Okay, that's the whole graph. So let's answer the questions. So the first question they ask us is, how many milligrams of caffeine is in your system after 2 hours? Let's go to control, T for the table, and let's find 2 hours. X is a number of hours. There appears to be 92.9 milligrams in your system after 2 hours. So there are 92.9 milligrams. I didn't write down since the last video. Well, now the next question we want to ask is this. How many hours does it take for you to have 10 milligrams of caffeine in your system? Well, let's go back to the table. We go back to the table and we're looking for this value to get to 10. So let's scroll down and notice that it's decreasing. And it looks like we don't get to 10 milligrams. We're actually still not quite at 10 yet. We're just above 10, but I'm going to say 20. 20 we're below 10. So if we just say 19 hours, we'll be okay. I'll be agreeing with the video. So let's say 19 hours is how long it takes for that caffeine to get down to 10 milligrams. You might ask the question, how long does it take to get out of your system, period? Well, that means when does it get to 0? It never, the mathematics says it never gets to 0. But once about, what it looks like, once you've gotten to about, let's see, let's get it down to about right here. 75 hours have gone by. Yeah, so it looks like since that's 24 hours a day, it takes about maybe about 3 days to get out your system from that 120 milligrams of caffeine at 2.4 release, 2.4 decrease. It'll take about 3 days to get out your system, and that's just caffeine. So anyway, I hope that helped you understand how to evaluate exponential functions with TI Inspire.